The first time it happened, I thought someone had broken in. I was brushing my teeth when I heard my own voice from the living room. Not a recording, not muffled through a wall. It was clear, calm, speaking at the exact tone I use when I'm on work calls. I'll send that over in the morning, no problem. The sink was still running. My mouth was full of toothpaste. I froze there, toothbrush halfway out, staring at my reflection like it might react before I did. The apartment was dead quiet after that. No footsteps, no doors, just the refrigerator humming.
I live alone. I'm 32. I work remote for a logistics company out of Chicago. I moved to Denver last year because I wanted space, cleaner air, less noise. I don't scare easily. I grew up in a loud house with 3 brothers. I'm used to sounds that don't make sense at first. But this wasn't a random sound. It was me. Same cadence, same slight drop in pitch at the end of the sentence. I've heard myself on recorded Zoom meetings enough to recognize it. I rinsed my mouth, shut off the water, and walked into the living room. The TV was off, laptop closed, windows locked, the front door deadbolted. Nothing out of place. I even checked the closet. Nothing. I told myself it was auditory fatigue. I'd been on back-to-back calls all day. Maybe my brain replayed something automatically. Stress does weird things. That's what I told myself.
The second time, it didn't wait until I was distracted. I was sitting on the couch, scrolling on my phone around midnight. The lights were off, except for the kitchen. And from the hallway, behind me, I heard, "Don't turn around." My voice, soft, close, almost curious. Every muscle in my body locked. My scalp prickled like static. I didn't turn around. I stared at the dark reflection in the TV screen instead. I could see the hallway behind me in the glass. Nothing there. Just the faint outline of the doorway. But I felt it. Not someone standing there. Not exactly. More like attention. I stayed like that for maybe 2 full minutes before I forced myself to stand up and flip on every light in the apartment. Again, nothing. No signs of entry, no open windows, no sounds in the stairwell. I didn't sleep much that night. The next morning, I called in sick. I told my manager I had a migraine. I didn't mention that I'd spent half the night replaying security footage from the cheap camera I keep pointed at my front door. There was nothing on it. But around 12:17 a.m., right when I heard it, the camera glitched. Just a flicker, a frame skip, then normal. That's when I started recording inside the apartment. Not video, just audio. I left my phone on voice memo and set it on the kitchen counter before bed. I told myself it was rational. If something was happening, I'd have proof. The first night, nothing. Second night, nothing. Third night, at 3:08 a.m., there was a sound. I didn't hear it live. I found it in the morning. A chair dragging across the floor. Slow, deliberate. I live in a 1-bedroom with thin floors. I'm used to upstairs neighbors shifting furniture, but this wasn't above me. It was in my kitchen. On the recording, I could hear my own breathing from the bedroom down the hall. Then the chair. Then, very quietly, a whisper.
Almost. It wasn't distorted. It wasn't layered. It was me. Same tone I use when I'm concentrating. Same soft exhale at the end. I listened to it 6 times before I realized something worse. The chair in my kitchen hadn't moved. I checked the legs for scrape marks. Nothing fresh. It was still tucked neatly under the table.
I started sleeping with the bedroom door locked after that. I don't know when I stopped feeling embarrassed about it. There's a certain threshold you cross where pride doesn't matter anymore. Around day 5, I noticed something else. The voice wasn't random. It was responding to my thoughts. I tested it. I sat on the couch, lights off again, heart pounding so loud I could feel it in my teeth. In my head, I said, "Say something now." Nothing. I waited. Then I thought, if this is real, tell me to stand up. Silence. I felt stupid, paranoid. I almost laughed. Then, from behind the bedroom door, "Sit still." My throat tightened so fast I gagged. It hadn't matched my internal request exactly, but it had responded. And it hadn't told me to stand up. It told me to sit still, like it was correcting me.
After that, I stopped testing it. I stopped inviting it. The next few days blurred together. I barely left the apartment. I worked with headphones on. I kept white noise running constantly. But the voice didn't need silence. It would slip between sounds. In the shower, "You're late." While microwaving food, "You forgot." Once, while I was staring at my reflection again, toothbrush in hand, "You're not looking right."
That one stayed with me. I leaned closer to the mirror. My face looked normal. Tired, maybe. Eyes slightly bloodshot. But normal. Still, I started noticing small things that didn't line up. My toothbrush angled differently than I remembered leaving it. A cabinet door slightly ajar. The thermostat set 2 degrees lower. I blamed stress. Until the call. I was on Zoom with a client, camera on. Halfway through the meeting, my connection lagged. The screen froze for maybe 3 seconds. When it caught up, the client was staring at me strangely. "Are you okay?" she asked. "Yeah," I said. "Why?" "You just repeated yourself." "I did?" "Yeah, you said, 'I'll send that over in the morning, no problem.' Twice, exactly the same." My stomach dropped so hard I thought I might throw up. "That's weird," I said. She gave a tight smile. "It's fine, just making sure." After the call ended, I checked the meeting recording. At 14:32, my face glitched slightly, pixel distortion around my mouth. Then, perfectly clearly, "I'll send that over in the morning, no problem." Then my expression went blank, and I said it again. Identical. Same tone, same blink at the end. But I don't remember saying it the first time. I remember saying it once. I scrubbed the video frame by frame. During the first version, my eyes aren't focused on the screen. They're slightly off, like I'm looking at someone standing behind my laptop. That night, I didn't lock my bedroom door. I don't know why. I think part of me was tired of being afraid in my own apartment. I lay there in the dark. No white noise, no recording. Just silence. At some point, I felt it again. Not a presence, alignment. Like something had slid into place. My breathing slowed without me meaning to. My hands relaxed at my sides. And in the dark, inches from my face, I heard myself inhale. Not from my chest, from directly in front of me. The air shifted, warm, close. "You're almost ready," my voice whispered. I didn't move. I couldn't. Not because I was frozen in fear, because it felt correct. Like this was the natural progression of something I'd started. My thoughts felt slightly delayed, like someone else was receiving them first, then choosing which ones to return. I tried to sit up. My body didn't respond right away. There was a half-second lag. Then it obeyed. Across the room, I could see my bedroom mirror catching the faint streetlight. There was a shape in it, seated on the edge of the bed, facing me. It was my outline, but the posture was wrong. Too still, too composed, watching.
I blinked. It was gone. I don't remember falling asleep. I woke up on the couch, laptop open, a draft email on the screen addressed to my manager. Subject line, transition plan. The body was detailed, structured, professional. It explained that I'd be stepping away indefinitely, that someone else would be handling my accounts moving forward.
It was signed with my name. I don't remember writing it. I checked the sent folder. Nothing sent. Yet. From the hallway, soft and steady, typing, my keyboard clicking in perfect rhythm. I'm sitting here now, on the couch, phone in my hand. I can see the hallway from the corner of my eye. I'm not looking directly at it anymore. I've realized something. It's not trying to scare me. It's practicing, learning my timing, my inflections, my delays. I think the lag in my body isn't exhaustion. I think it's negotiation. Sometimes when I move my fingers, they feel borrowed, like I'm using them on permission. The typing in the hallway just stopped, and I know that if I turn the corner, I'll see my laptop open on the desk, with the email sent and the chair slightly pulled out. I haven't decided if I'm going to check, because if I do, and it's already sitting there, I won't know which one of us stood up first.